Alright, I went down the dark and depressing rabbit hole of weird family vlog YouTube channels. Not that that's its own category, because every family vlog channel on YouTube I think is weird. And I just want to talk about it today. It's been bothering me for the last couple days, and I'm just going to pop the zit here for a little relief, just to talk about it. I think family vlog channels is super creepy. I think it really hurts your whole family, especially because all of these family vlog channels focus on their kids mainly. So I genuinely can't wrap my head around growing up with a camera in my face every single day throughout my entire developing years. It has to be horrible. It just feels so fake, so forced, and it feels like there's nothing private in these kids' lives anymore. It's just completely open for strangers to watch them grow up. And it's even like these strangers are helping to raise your kids. It's like this awful parasocial relationship with creepy people on YouTube in the comments watching and judging your parenting and your kids. It's fucking terrifying. Like, I remember one time when I was 8 years old, I got naked and put my wiener on a pile of dirty laundry and then pissed all over it. If I did that today, well, not today as like a 27-year-old man, I'd just go to jail. But if I did that today, like if I was 8 years old and I did that, that'd probably be like a fucking million view family vlog video right there. That'd just be like the thumbnail, like, my son did what to our laundry? Like, everything for these families gets filmed and posted on YouTube because it makes them money and somehow has an audience. I think it's just super fucking creepy. These parents are just using their kids as props in their videos in order to make money off of it. It feels like fucking child labor to a certain extent. They're like the main draw, they're the main actors, and yet they don't benefit from it at all. They don't see a dime of that shit. Like, yeah, maybe they'll get some cool toys or whatever, but it's not like they are actually able to consent to being like the main character in your horrible YouTube production. They're just kids. Like, take for example Ryan Toy Reviews. That kid is worth over $30 million. One of the most popular and most profitable channels on all of YouTube. That kid has not seen a dime of that, I bet. It all goes to his parents, who are absolutely living it up with that money. Ryan's been like 6 years old for the last 10 years. He's like fucking Ash Ketchum. The kid has to be approaching like 14 by this point, but he is still doing the same thing, and his parents are still the main beneficiary from his work. Now, of course, I'm sure there's some level of fun where he just gets to play with toys. It makes his parents happy. He gets more toys, and it's just this cycle. Like, yeah, I'm sure it's not the most evil situation in the world, but it's still extremely weird. All of these family vlog channels strike me as just a bunch of narcissists who found a way to make money using their kids and using the least amount of effort possible just by shoving a camera in their family's face at all hours of the day. Like, there's a popular meme that went around last year where it was this picture here. Zam, she's only 12, so spicy. This comes from a family vlog channel with over 8.7 million subs. Now, the girl in their thumbnail wasn't actually 12, but I still censored it just in case. You can see that some of these families with these channels are fucking weird. Clickbaiting child porn for your audience is not okay. Like, who the fuck does the Prince family think is watching them? Jared Fogle? Like, are they trying to appeal to, like, pedophiles or something? Like, what the fuck was the point in taking a woman in her bra and panties, calling her 12, and then saying she's spicy on your thumbnail? It's fucking weird. Now, I want to make it clear, I don't think every family with a vlog channel is a dysfunctional group of goofballs that, you know, hurt their kids or make their kids' lives miserable. I'm not saying that. I'm sure there are some genuinely wholesome families out there where the whole family just enjoys getting together, like, once a week, once every 2 weeks, maybe once a month, and doing like a family video together. I'm sure that exists. I have no doubt about it. I'm focusing more on the family vlog channels that are like daily or every couple of day posters that are literally all hours shoving cameras in their kid's face. It's not healthy, and these families are not doing a great job of raising their kids. I'm not like some kind of fucking child psychology expert or anything, but I think I can say with confidence, no one growing up wants to be constantly monitored by complete strangers. Sounds like a nightmare, and God forbid you actually have like a serious problem, because then the whole world's gonna know about it. A lot of these family channels, their most popular videos are when their family's going through something rough. Like one of the kids breaks their arm, or one of the kids gets in trouble at school or something, and the video's them being disciplined or them at the hospital or crying. Those get the most views, which is why you see so many thumbnails with the kids in pain or crying or something like traumatic going on. Like, you remember Daddy05? That was an extremely big controversy. That was a genuine abusive family that was actually hurting their kids for views on YouTube. I'm not going to go too deep into that, but I'm sure most of you remember. That's not exactly uncommon on the platform, I imagine. These videos where the kids are in distress, like just really upset about something or even injured, are really popular on these channels. I honestly wouldn't be surprised, and this is just a full-blown, like, Alex Jones level conspiracy here, full-blown tinfoil condom, but I really wouldn't be surprised to learn that a lot of these family channels actually set up these awful situations for their kids for the sake of views. Like, oh my god, my son, Nicholas, just got hit by a rogue baseball bat that flew out of a pickup truck that went by. It must have been a drive-by attempt where they threw a baseball bat at my son and it hit his ankles. Now they're clearly broken. Oh my god. Nicholas, are you okay? Oh, look at how hard he's crying. His ankles are truly shattered. Can we hit 100,000 likes on this video for my son's broken ankles? I'm gonna have to get him to a hospital. He's very upset. Oh my god. And the only thing that's gonna make him feel better is 100,000 likes on this video. And then you'll see like a week later, all of a sudden, oh my god, Nicholas fell off the top turnbuckle of our WWE wrestling ring and landed on a pit of broken glass that was just left there by some irresponsible builders. Oh my god, Nicholas, how are you feeling? Oh, can we hit 100,000 likes on this video? Nicholas is very upset and in pain. It's so sick. Really, just search any family vlog channel on YouTube and some of the most recent videos are probably going to be exactly what I'm talking about. Like here, this is the Prince family. 6 days ago, Grandpa gives kids a whooping. And then right before that, back to back, DJ almost drowns in the swimming pool. And then if you go to the most popular family vlog channel, the Ace family, literally their most recent upload, Steele got hurt bad on camera. Then in stars, so unexpected. Which just sounds like sarcasm. It just sounds like the Ace family is laughing about this like, haha, yeah, Steele had no idea that one was coming. How unexpected, I get pranked. You know, like it sounds like they're actually celebrating that Steele got hurt here because it meant more views for them. And then if you go back a little bit more, the dog bit our baby, scary moment. Like a lot of these videos, and it really doesn't take long to find them because there's so many on all of these family vlog channels. It's like they really like start pumping their fists like, yeah, my kids got hurt. There's gonna be big views. You can find so much of this. So it's not even like wholesome families doing wholesome shit. It's these really sick families celebrating and capitalizing off of traumatic experiences of their children. Like just imagine, you can't even cry or get hurt without your parents filming you. That's an actual nightmare. And then it gets posted online for everyone to see. Your classmates might see it. Like, you just grow up in the eyes of complete strangers. That's terrifying. And there's no way kids can like fully grasp that concept till they're much older. And yeah, maybe some of them are okay with it as they get older because, you know, maybe then they actually start to see some of the money that they've made for their narcissistic parents. But even still, it's not a good environment to raise a family. At least I can't imagine that it is. It's so weird. And the audience is even creepier to me because the audience is two groups. It's little kids and old parents. Parents that their kids have already grown up and moved out of the house, so now they live vicariously through these YouTube families, and little kids who just see these other kids getting toys and attention that they might not be getting in their situation. So both of these groups, I think, are in very sad places for different reasons. Kids that come from broken households that get glued to this content because they're watching these kids live the life they wish they could. And then you have parents that are well past their prime whose kids most likely don't live with them anymore, don't talk to them anymore, whatever. They watch these family vlog channels and get attached to them and try and like raise their kids through the YouTube comments. Scrolling down into the comments section on a family vlog video is more sad than watching an ASPCA commercial. It is depressing. You'll see a lot of the commenters, at least on the channels that don't have comments disabled, you'll see a lot of the commenters are older women who their motherly instinct kicks in. So like on the Steele got hurt video, you'll see a lot of them be like, oh my god, my reflexes kicked in and I grabbed my hydrogen peroxide and poured it on my keyboard hoping to help Steele. Oh my god, oh my god, thank you for helping him. I got so concerned there for a moment. You'll see how attached they get. They, as a viewer, feel like they become part of that family because now that they're older, they don't have like a real kid to take care of or anything. So they're settling for the next best thing, which is living this fantasy where they're somehow helping the Ace family raise their kids or helping in their lives somehow. And then from that, you'll see a lot of these older women feel entitled to know everything that's going on with the family, which is why you have a lot of these family vlog channels make videos that get way, way, way too personal and share way too much about themselves as parents and their kids. Like I've seen a bunch of these family vlog channels where they're like the couples going through like a lot of issues and they share all of them with their audience because the audience demands it. And it's like they're never satisfied. They need to know every single detail. They just become so unhealthily attached to what they see on these family vlogs. So yeah, anyway, that's about it. I just wanted to talk about it. I hate family vlog channels, but I understand they're not going anywhere and they're probably only going to grow in popularity. I just wanted to at least talk about this since I had been thinking about it for the last couple days. That's about it. So yeah. You gonna watch Sandman? Why do people keep bringing up Sandman? That trailer looked horrible. Did it come out or something? Jealous women. Jealous women, what's that? I have no idea. Men going their own way is what MG Tao stands for. MG Tao Guide to Retiring on 200K in Southeast Asia. Alright, this really piqued my interest.
I found your thoughts on the struggle between alpha, beta, and sigma personalities very interesting.
Whoa, what a start. Yeah, I don't know. This is interesting. That actually sounds like the Joker.
And consistent with my experience. That aside, what are your thoughts on female jealousy towards men?
This kind of content is poppin'. Like men motivational shit and like alpha, beta, sigma, the astrology for men stuff. Like this shit is blowing up.
Yes, many women are jealous of the successful independent man. What makes him even more attractive to them in a sick and twisted way is that they're happy for him and jealous of him at the same time.
Oh boy.
They want to be with him, but they also want to destroy him simultaneously because they're jealous of him.
Oh God,
if
they're
you're
after us.
Single, she will see your peace of mind and get jealous that your attention is being given to something other than a woman. Women are also the most logical and rational when they are with a man. You're whole on your own, and she wants to make you unwhole, and in the process, she makes herself whole by getting you in her hole. Many women I've known have also seemingly taken great satisfaction.
I would wager a guess the women he's known can be counted on one hand. Why is he talking like he's some kind of professor giving a lecture in front of a high school class?
I think there's also another part of them that knows they'll never be able to do, experience, or even achieve as much as we do if we're single and not tied down to a woman.
A woman could never achieve what I do, talking about women on YouTube, acting like I'm the authority and the expert. A woman couldn't do that. They don't have the brain capabilities that Sandman does. They're just not to his intellectual level.
That's why you hear BS statements like, behind every great man is an even greater woman. If we achieve greatness, then we can't even take credit for it, because it's the guy's mother that raised him into the man he is today, or his wife or girlfriend supporting him that made him great to begin with. They can't accept the fact that they didn't actually have part in making something that's great. Of course, a guy that goes his own way for many years and sees one success multiply on top of another, when women aren't in his life, will figure out that behind every strong, successful man is free time away from women.
Oh, I see. Okay. So the lesson is get away from women, because they'll drag you down. They'll hinder you from reaching your optimal efficiency. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes... why even make a video on that lesson? The whole audience is people that don't have women around them. Is it like reaffirmation that it's good? Like, hey, it's good to be alone. I guess.
But let me first tell everyone about today's sponsor, the MGTOW Book Collection Part 2. Whether you're getting camel toe in Cambodia, banging babes in burqas in Turkey, or taking Polaroids of ladyboys in Thailand, Luca Vendetti has a series of books to make you live the dream. In addition to his classic, How to Retire on 200K in Southeast Asia.
This is so fucking sad. Oh my god, what did the comments say? I mean, hey, it's a good hustle. Good for Sandman. 200K just appealing to the sad guys down here. Good on him. Though I don't know if I'd ever call him a bro. This guy sounds like he's the leader of the anime club. Like, he wouldn't be my definition of, like, a bro, just by the sound of him.
Sponsor link is down below. Anyways, now back to spiteful, jealous women putting up roadblocks in your life because you don't have a wife.
He sounds like this guy. Do you guys remember the old Jelly Belly guy? Jelly Belly. That guy? What was it? The Jelly Rat guy. What the fuck was Jelly Rat? I think it was. Yeah, Jelly Belly Pet Rat.
Hello, nice to run for the QB.
So I'm guessing this guy went from this to talking about why it's good to not be around women. Like, it was your decision. You don't want women, which is why you don't have women, I guess.
That men, simply because they are men, have things like old boys clubs and other secret support networks to help them make it in life. Instead of being just...
This is to all the men in the secret support networks. If you're paying to be a part of that network, it's a bad network. Like, that's not a network. That you got scammed. Yeah, if your support network is charging you for being single books or whatever, you fucked up. Time to leave that network. No such thing.
Back in early 2014, when my channel was growing quickly and would become the biggest channel in MGTOW, people attacked me, even though for the majority of men I was providing some value. Jealousy also has a lot to do with dominance hierarchies. People are like crabs in a bucket. They always want to bring others down to their level. Why do you think that women are against every group of men in the manosphere seeking out freedom from women? They want us in relationships or chasing relationships.
That's so cute.
Which would be the equivalent of a crab that's free looking for a bucket to fall into, where he would be held down. They attack us through things like demonetization, throttling, and shaming language. Again, it's not just women, but also gamma males that infest the tech companies.
Ooh, wait. What is a gamma male? That's a new one. I haven't kept up with the astrological signs in the men going their own way community for a little bit. What's the gamma male? What do they do? Give me a rundown of that species. The Hulk? No, the way he used it, it wouldn't be about the Hulk. It'd be like I guess like a tech guy? A nerd, perhaps? I don't know. Suck their own dick on a daily basis? Well, wouldn't Sandman be a gamma then, if that's the definition? He literally just sucked his own cock, talking about how he was providing value and didn't understand why he was getting hate. Gamma male is one step down from the omega male. Oh, okay. So it's like a pre-digi evolution of the omega male. Okay, I gotcha. So diet omega. Alright, thank you. That makes sense. That actually would make sense. That's wrong? Oh, that's not right? When was there an Omega Male? Omega Male was introduced like 2 seasons ago. That was like 2021, early 2021. It's below Alpha and Beta, but above Delta. I don't know the Delta males. Now I think you're making terms up. Sandman's the expert, so he used Gamma. It must be an established scientific kingdom for some men to fall into. From what I understand, Gamma males are bottom feeders who don't try and improve their life. You know what? I'm going to accept that definition. I don't know if it's correct, but I'm going to work under that assumption. It would fit into the context he used it here.
That look at men out there that are successful and more happy than they are, and they basically think they need to be humbled and beaten down in life, the way they have. Even the alpha, betas, and deltas are jealous because sigma males are free to do whatever they want with zero sense of self-consciousness. So they will try and take you down a few pegs so they feel better about themselves. The jealous types are constantly stuck having to calculate their rank in the social hierarchy constantly, thus comparing themselves to others instead of just doing what's right for themselves. If you want to avoid these sorts of...
What is this picture supposed to be? I don't get it. She's dangling a spaghetti noodle? Does this trigger something in the Sigma male brain? Like, I want the noodle? I'm mad about the noodle? I don't know what this means. Maybe I'm a gamma male. I don't get it. What? Can someone break this... Can they break this down for me? It's hair? That's the thickest hair of all time. So is it another woman's hair and she's accusing him of cheating? But he's explaining, babe, I'm not cheating, I'm a Sigma male?
Because after 5 to 10 years of financial freedom, your self-confidence goes up, and you want to share your experiences with like-minded people. Plus, if you do things like travel on epic trips, people might hear of them and wonder how you can afford them.
I do love traveling on epic trips. Can't have a girl with me.
They realize that you're hiding your
fucking
status.
Weighs me down.
When I would film travel videos on my Cool Buildings channel, I would go to locations and ask to do interviews and film some cutaways. First women, they didn't care when the channel was brand new. And not so...
God damn it, now I have to see that channel. He has his own channel travel for Cool Buildings? What does that even mean? Wow, for someone that's all about, like, you don't need women, it's all about being big man, he follows Dua Lipa immediately. That's not alpha stuff. I like Dua Lipa, but I'm not an alpha. Where's your travel channel? This is just a casual reminder not to go harass this channel or any channel I ever talk about. If you do that, you're a piece of shit. I don't condone it. Don't do it. Single mothers wrecking soy-ciety. That is pretty fucking awesome. Jesus Christ. Do men going their own way need to leave the West behind? The great exodus of the gamma males and sigmas. Oh boy. Oh goodness. The Bible foretold of that. Oh, here we go. Sandman 2. Well, that didn't work.
But once the channel was up and running and filled with dozens of locations, and they saw the places I traveled to in the past, they started becoming less accommodating. Unless it was one of the ones that were doing it because they were either desperate for their location needing publicity, or they were just attention whores. Many of the younger women I asked at such locations, they were seemingly jealous of the places I visited because they were usually working second or third rate tourist attractions and were probably not thrilled that I was free to travel about and they weren't.
What is that thought process? They were jealous of my epic travels. So when they saw how much I traveled, they started treating me like shit because they were jealous of my epic travels. Good lord. I want to see that channel. What? How epic are these travels? Did you go to the moon? Like, how cool could it possibly be? I'm just gonna go ahead and squash this theory right now, Sandman. I can't find your channel after desperately searching for it because you didn't even link it properly. I don't think the women or anyone else around you is that jealous. I don't think they've seen it. Traveling my own way.
Hi everyone,
Alone.
Sandman here. Welcome
way
to
I
my
like
Traveling
it.
My Own Way series, where I actually thought I'd be sharing with everyone my daily breakdown for my trip out west. This is the first part of 16 videos of my solo road trip from May the 3rd all the way to the 19th.
What is it? Solo, I can't believe it.
These videos are in addition to my daily dose of red pills, and I'm actually labeled them TMOW, or Traveling My Own Way, next to them on the channel.
My
If you
daily
don't like them,
dose
then you
of
don't have to
red
watch
pills.
them.
Fuck
I'm
me.
basically doing this as an experiment to see.
I see why they'd be jealous now. That was fucking nuts.
So
I'm
they
jealous.
basically put up passive-aggressive roadblocks. Jealous women will try and sabotage your business, and once you've dealt with enough of them, you start to learn how to act.
And you've
just
dealt with
accept
too
it
many, I'd say.
And work around them.
Women just
Some
can't
people
stop.
are jealous that I haven't had a real technical job in my entire life, and have basically made my own way. They don't see the triumph and victory snatched away by some snatch on YouTube demonetizing my channel.
Right.
I've shown women my travel
course.
videos, and they look at me and think I'm poor. And then they ask me how can I afford to travel because I don't have a full-time job.
Let me pump the brakes a little bit. You show women your travel videos. Hey, harlot, come here. Look at my phone. This is my Traveling My Own Way series. Look, I went to Las Vegas here. Nobody does this. Nobody does this. This is my way. This was a solo trip to... Look at this. I stayed at the, this resort with a pool. Okay. Oh, jealous. Okay. Yep. Walking away. She's jealous. Of course. Yep. She can't handle a man without a... Oh, boy. Oh, goodness. Not again.
Cam, the reason they're envious or jealous and suffering is because it all comes back down to hierarchy.
Oh,
Most
boy.
people want to be on top of it
God.
and hoard all the best experiences and physical goods for themselves.
This is the worst part about it. I have no doubt in my mind this guy could have been in a relationship. But he got so lost in this sauce, he made it his entire identity, and now does nothing but repulse women. Like, he just talked about how he shows them his travel videos. Like, it's just one of those things, man. They don't realize they are their own worst enemy. Hearing these things keeps you locked in this endless cycle and spending money on the How to Retire on 200K in Southeast Asia Men Going Their Own Way guide. Fucking rough. Tragic, even.
Look no further at women's jealousy of men than the makeup and clothing industries.
Oh,
in
God.
almost all species, the male is the more physically attractive half.
Oh, no.
But with humans, the women use whatever needs necessary to make themselves more visually appealing, because they're probably jealous of men's natural good looks, without makeup and bright-colored clothing.
Just be gay then, man. Like, you don't have to put up this front. Just be gay. Like, you don't have to go on this, like, men are so much better without women. I don't like women. Women fucking suck. They're always jealous of my travel videos. Just be gay. Like, it's not that hard. Like, embrace it. This guy is just battling insecurity like his entire fucking life. He's been doing this since 2014. Oh my god.
That's the point our species has gone to. The men provide women financial resources to attempt to outdo us when it comes to attraction. Men invented bras to keep the girls on their chest from sagging to their knees too quickly. Go to the zoo and see the great apes, and you'll basically be drawn to the male ones because they look better. The female ones just look too...
What? What? There's no way I heard that correctly. I just didn't hear that right. There's no way.
Their chest from sagging to their knees too quickly. Go to the zoo and see the great apes, and you'll basically be drawn to the male ones because they look better. The female ones just look too damn plain.
Bro, this guy needs to be on a list. Go to the zoo and check out the great apes. You'll like the male ones. Dude goes to the zoo to look at animals sexually? What is wrong with you?
That they want to turn themselves into men with their actions, careers, and experiences. Is that jealousy coming out, or is it just part of the female chameleon routine? I'll let you decide. They also want to compete with the men at the top of the male hierarchy, and only really want the alpha males and their lieutenants to partner with. Most of the deltas, gammas, and omegas are of no interest to them. They also want the sigmas because they're...
I owe an apology to the guy in chat who brought up delta males earlier. I thought you were making the term up. I guess it's a real one. Sorry. You were right. I guess I might be too behind on the times here. I didn't know delta males got brought into the equation.
Jealous of our independence and lack of dependence from the validation of others. Thanks again to Cam for the donation as well as topic. Don't forget to smash the like button the way that women love when you smash them because it means you'll also smash your hopes and dreams to smithereens. Bang the bell and check out the mystery link. Follow me on BitChute, Twitter, and Facebook to get tomorrow's video today. Subscribe to me on Minds.
I have to be mishearing this guy.
To get the video for the day after tomorrow. Description. Or you can do an hour-long coaching chat with the Sandman for $45 US.
An hour-long coaching session. Oh my god. 40... Oh boy. Oh my fucking god. Oh, that's painful just to listen to. Don't forget to smash that like button, just like women like when you smash them, and also smash your hopes and dreams to smithereens. So that tells me a lot of things. He's never had sex, so he tries to shame anyone that has, trying to frame it as a terrible thing to have sex. And yet he's trying to be the Sigma male leader of the men going their own way movement. Like, this guy is nothing but, like, red flags. Wow. I am not booking a fucking coaching session with this guy. That'd be the worst $45 I ever spent in my life. It wouldn't even be entertaining. I'd just feel bad. I would legitimately feel bad. At the end of the day, it's not like I hate this guy. I don't. I feel fucking bad for him. My heart breaks for people like this. This is clearly a guy who was a young man back in 2013, 2014, and found this men going their own way movement, which was big back then in the R red pill section, and being lonely and desperate really bought into it and has paid hand over fist for the books and now just regurgitates everything that he thought was the truth. So he's caught in this endless loop of being a perpetually miserable, sad, lonely guy. Like, I just think it's fucking sad. This has been one of the most pathetic men going their own way lectures I've ever seen. I'll give him credit, though. He's using his actual voice as opposed to text-to-speech like all the other ones, so...
Thanks for taking your daily dose of red pills, and remember, a red pill a day keeps the women that hate successful men so much that they want to take away that success by sleeping with them and having sex with them away. So enjoy the rest of your day.
Oh my god.
And cheers.
Again, that tells me he's never had sex, so he continues to vilify it. Is he like a public virgin? Like, he publicly has mentioned being a virgin? I imagine he has. Like, there's no way he hasn't, right? Because it's pretty obvious. I'm not using it as an insult. Like, he is very obviously making it clear that he has not had sex. So that is why he continues to shame those that have.
Dear Sandman, this donation is a big thank you for your video called The Cock Carousel. Your video gave me an argument to throw in the faces of people. The thing is, almost no man cares about that. And why do females shame me all the time for not jumping around in the haystack? What's your thought about this? And
that immediately tells me he wrote this. What lady is going to say, jumping around in the haystack? That's in men going their own way term. He absolutely wrote this himself.
I don't have any children, but if I had a daughter, and it was you, Lady D, then this is what I would tell you. At this point in your life, you've been with maybe 1 or 2 men tops, and you still have the ability to bond with a man. Those women that are telling you to be promiscuous have lost that ability in themselves,
It's gone.
most likely.
Yeah, it's gone.
And they're emotionally damaged beyond repair. And out of shaming you for being a virgin, you're probably laughing to yourself and thinking, that's absolutely impossible. But it's not true, because I'm living proof that guys like that exist. Every woman that I've ever slept with ended up pressuring me to be with her because she probably felt insecure about herself in the first place.
No, they fucking didn't. Okay, so he's not even being honest with his subscribers. Okay. I was hoping this was going to be like a heart-to-heart, like, well, Lady D, I myself am a virgin, but he's very clearly still putting up this front. Okay. What a wild rabbit hole. All from looking up a Netflix show that I'm pretty sure I'm not going to like in the first place. Cryptocurrency has a worse reputation than chlamydia. Rightfully so, because it's almost exclusively used for scams. But crypto is a far more potent disease. It was a plague that swept through the world back in 2021. A ton of people FOMO'd, fear of missing out is what that stands for, a bunch of their money into a lot of gobbledygook that started popping up because everyone was blinded by this idea of becoming a multi-millionaire through meme coins. They were basically just putting money into imagination. They would have been better off if they just put it in the toilet and prayed that when they flushed it, more money would shoot out of it. And while crypto has largely died out in the public eye, there are still those that swear by it. And that brings us to what I want to show and talk about today. I just found it through CoffeeZilla's second channel where he was making fun of it. There was a Sheeb commercial where they were advertising some of their new upcoming features, and I'm using features lightly. And man, it's one hell of a ride. So let me take you on this journey here.
I can't believe it, Jane. My seed phrase notebook has vanished.
Seriously? Don't you know how important they are? Be honest. You didn't even write it down.
I did, Jane. I just don't know where.
I couldn't find just the raw commercial itself. I could only find CoffeeZilla's reaction to it, so I don't know where he even dug this puppy up from because it is nowhere to be found. He must have been in the actual conference itself, like fucking boots on the ground, waiting for this to drop like a trailer at E3 or something. So, the premise of the commercial is Sheeb is a meme coin. This was actually a meme coin back in 2021, where a lot of people did make a lot of money of it during this craze, this hysteria that swept through the internet, where everyone was just putting money into these meme coins. And then it collapsed, as all of them do. But it's still around, like it still exists, and there's still a lot of holders that believe that they're going to get a bag as long as they can continue to endure it. So occasionally, Sheeb will do things like this, where they kind of dangle a carrot, like, hey, keep investing, it's look at all this cool shit we're going to be doing pretty soon. This is really good stuff and it's going to work. And this is one of those attempts to convince them that it's not all lost. But you know what is lost? His seed notebook, god damn it. What's a man to do without his seed phrase notebook being kept underneath the TV? And Jane doesn't seem to recognize the importance of this. She's giving him so much attitude over this. You probably didn't even write it down. Pardon me, Harpy, didn't even write it down? This is a 21st century man. You think he doesn't write down his seed phrases in a very well-kept notebook? No. Some kind of fucking goblin came in like a burglar in the night and must have stolen it from him.
It's about self-custody, babe. If you were using Shib, then you wouldn't need that phrase unless it was an emergency.
Shib? Wait, you mean the meme coin?
Looks like you didn't get the memo. Shib is no longer just a meme, it's a whole society, John.
Yes, John. Join us in the SHIB society. We're no longer just a meme. We're the most laughably pathetic meme imaginable. Holy shit, people actually buy into this. That's the saddest part. So, as CoffeeZilla talks about, there's a lot of these meme coins from back then that are trying to rebrand themselves as, hey, we're not a meme anymore. We're like super serious. When they're fucking not. It's still just as pathetic today, right now, as it was back then. Now, I actually was one of those dumb goobers who FOMO'd into like every big meme coin back then. So I actually still have a ton of SHIB sitting somewhere, losing value by the day. And if somehow, miraculously, this thing does ever hit 1 cent, hey, I'll be pumping my fist and say, thanks, weirdos, and sell that instantly. But I don't see that happening because there's no reason for anyone to ever own shit like SHIB. It doesn't do anything. It's literally worthless. None of these projects ever had any real use. 99% of them resulted in just being full-blown rug pulls. And collectively, most people lost a ton of money. And everyone learned their lesson. Except for those that didn't. There are still those suffering from this disease, which I'm calling blockchain derangement syndrome, where they put all this money in, and they refuse to come to terms that it's gone, and they're never going to actually make anything off these investments. They're not fucking investments. You're basically just giving a donation to the people that made these coins, where they just artificially pump up these prices through synthetic hype, and there's nothing really there, and the number goes up sometimes, they pull out, and you lose your money again. But there's people that are still letting their mind be poisoned by hopium that one day they'll be able to turn a profit on it, so they continue to just raise their flag in support of these scam coins and try their best to convince each other, just regurgitating, puking in each other's mouth, these ideas that it's shooting to the moon really soon. And this is just another one of those desperate attempts here from SHIB to keep the investors hooked on their drug. And that drug is just losing money. It's like the worst drug imaginable.
Jane,
Gets a notification.
the notification, it's something about your dad.
What? Let me see that.
Twist.
It can't be. Impossible. It can't be.
What's happening? I don't understand.
Hold on, let's read that. With our condolences, death certificate.
Welcome to the future, bozo. Now your meme coins can tell you when your loved ones die. So the notification she gets here is about her dad passing away, and the death certificate's been signed. So what they're the feature they're advertising with this is that with SHIB, you can now do digital wills. So when someone dies, it can instantaneously send out their SHIB to the loved ones in their will. Which is a fate so much worse than death. So Jane's father dies, probably of cringe and a broken heart from owning SHIB, and the death certificate gets signed, so now she's getting a notification that, hey, Pop's passed away. He bought the farm. Tough luck. Here's 0.5 cents of a SHIB. Congratulations. It's what your dad would have wanted. Died with a smile on his face for this one. He passed away, but at least you can know he didn't die holding the bag. I saw a couple people in CoffeeZilla's YouTube comments say that, and that is such a banger slogan.
My dad used to have a SHIB digital will. So the only way I could get this message, this inheritance instantaneously, is if somebody verified it.
This is such a compelling performance here from the actors, and the writing is top-notch. I felt so moved during this that I almost forgot that this whole thing is just a fucking scam meme coin. I was lost in the narrative that they were so intricately crafting. Now go ahead and wipe the tears from your eyes and join me as we break this down. A digital will for SHIB, where there's no lawyers or anything involved, there's just some kind of confirmation that someone's dead through like a signature, I believe. So in the advertisement here, she said the only way I could get this inheritance instantaneously is if someone verified he's dead. Who? It's not like SHIB themselves have like fucking, autopsy reports that they collect to confirm someone's dead. They don't go out there and actually send agents to make sure the person is really deceased. They're not omniscient. There's no way for them to know that. Anyone can sign a death certificate here as long as they have some connection to the person. CoffeeZilla mentioned like an estranged wife could easily exploit this. Really, anyone could exploit this. This is so huge for fraud. Like, this is a very easily exploitable feature they're trying to advertise here because, again, when it comes to something like this, there's a reason why it's so complicated in real life, not in fucking fantasy land with meme coins. Why you have lawyers and shit go through wills, why you have all of these barriers in place when it comes to these wills. And CoffeeZilla mentions that it's very much a headache, but it is a headache for a reason. It's probably a bit too much of a headache, like CoffeeZilla mentions, but there's a reason why it's not just like, oh, the signature confirms they're dead. Okay, now all your money's gone. When that person could very much still be alive. There's no way for Sheeb to know that because they don't have that capability. They're not God. They don't know who's alive or who's dead. They're not Santa Claus. They don't know who's naughty or nice. All they have are these fucking blockchain baloney where they're like, contract was signed, so, well, all your Sheeb's gone to like 6 other people.
Jane, it's Mum. The hospital just called. Your father.
This is
Please
so
call me
creepy.
back.
It's so weird to do this whole commercial.
Mom, please, calm down. Listen, you're tardy to the party. You know that I'm one of those highly intellectual individuals that join the Sheeb Society, and Sheeb is so efficient, so effective, that they were able to notify me of Dad's passing way before you even contacted me. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Sheeb knew Dad died even before you did. So, take your time to grieve. I already know. Thank you for calling. I'm going to go buy some more Sheeb now, because it's what Father would want.
Back from the funeral, I guess.
It feels like life couldn't get any darker.
Don't say that, Jane. I understand it's a hard time, but don't put that evil out there. You're a Sheeb holder. You've been through so much worse. The loss of your father is nothing compared to the apocalyptic crash of Sheeb from 2021 to 2022 to current day. You've been through worse. You're strong.
Hold on, Jane. Dawn follows in the darkest of night. I can't take away your pain, but perhaps I can offer you a hint of joy.
Who wrote this?
You always
I've got to
know how
meet the
to lift
author.
my spirits. This is really sweet, thank you.
Now, astute observers will notice that there's not any liquid in the cup. I'm almost 100% certain there's nothing in that cup. And that's by design. That's not like an overlook or anything like that. It's because that fluid, the tea that he was going to serve her, is actually an NFT on the blockchain.
You're kidding. They demonetize my yoga channel, while those bigger channels get away with the same thing. It's not fair.
That's why we contrast with centralized platforms. That's why
What?
Sheeb matters.
What?
Ship? You're turning into a Ryoshi.
The subtitles are messed up here. They're saying you're turning into a Ryoshi, who's like the founder of Shib.
Been reading up, Jane?
Now John has fully drank the Kool-Aid. He has been fully indoctrinated into the Shib cult. The brainwashing protocol was successful. And now he's the puppet master, and he's got Jane by the strings. This is why Shib matters. Shib can bring your father back. The ways of the Shib are mysterious. It's not something the Jedi would want you to know. They have powers that are deemed unnatural, Jane. Your demonetized yoga channel? Well, that won't happen on a decentralized platform like Sheeb, which doesn't exist yet, but it might. Probably never will, but if it ever did, you could be monetized there somehow through magic of the blockchain.
The blogs, the Sheeb manifesto. I see the potential now. Let's take a stand here, Jane. Let's create our own decentralized yoga channel. We could likely surpass your revenue on that other platform, especially if they're going to demonetize you.
You've changed so much in just a week.
The legacy process after my grandma passed in was exhausting and infuriating. When your dad passed, you got your inheritance instantly.
And that's what I cared about.
We've lost him. He's become a fully autonomous Sheeb android now. And all he can do is parrot a bunch of fucking nonsense. The Sheeb Manifesto. I don't know what they're trying to pitch here. Some kind of platform for fucking content creators, I guess. But decentralized, because that's the number one buzzword you have to have here in order to get people hooked on it. When it means nothing anymore, it's absolute just ass wipage. When you see decentralized now, there's no real meaning behind it. It's just one of those words that's there because all of these projects have to have it. So I don't know what they're planning with this. I don't know how they're going to monetize things. There's not going to be advertisers for it right out the gate or anything. So it'd have to come right from like the fucking Sheeb founder's wallet, and you're just getting paid in Sheeb schmeckles. Like, you're not going to really be getting anything. So I don't know why you're saying like, you'll probably surpass your revenue. Fucking how? With what money? What advertisers? The video hosting, if that's the direction they're going, is an impossible field to compete in because of how expensive it is. And no one's going to choose to be a Sheeb creator over just posting on YouTube or something. But I love the delusion of it. It is impressive.
Thanks to Dad. And Ship.
Exactly. That's the power of what Shib is building. That's what your dad wanted us to see.
It's what he died for, Jane. He died so we could understand Shib.
I'm with him. Hail Shib.
I think that's the end of
I
the
love
commercial.
you, John.
Oh my gosh.
Hail Shib indeed, and God rest the soul of Jane's father. He sacrificed himself to open our eyes to the beauty and the power of Sheeb. Powerful. A moving story, honestly. It's very rare for a commercial to tug on your heartstrings as effectively as this has, but again, that's the power of Sheeb. Now, I imagine most of you are probably asking yourself, who the fuck would buy into this? Well, a lot of people. There is a ton of people. Even if you just go on YouTube right now and just type in Sheeb, like Shiba Inu coin, whatever, you will find so many YouTubers still trying to pump and dump this shit to this day. They also talk about having like 1 million investors in Sheeb, which I don't know if it's true or not, but I think it probably is because there's so many people that just get lost in this sauce and they get convinced by scumbags like them that it's about to pop off and this is how they're going to make their fortune. It's pretty sad, but not much you can do about it. It really is just kind of this groupthink where they're all in it together, so they all buy into the same fantasy and refuse to accept that it's not going to happen most likely. But hey, if it does, I'll be right on your side, Sheep, because I got a lot of that worthless shit sitting around somewhere. So if it ever actually does do well, that's cool for me too, I guess. But it shouldn't. It really shouldn't. It's worthless. It's trash. It's fucking garbage. But what an amazing commercial. That's really about it. So yeah. I am so tardy to the party on this subject, and I'm downright ashamed of myself for being this late. I need to be more educated on alpha male boot camps because this is glorious. A lot of YouTubers have talked about this recently. It's called the MDK Project, the Modern Day Night Project. And basically, you pay $18,000 to spend 3 days getting blasted with a hose and digging your own grave while being yelled at. But you know what? Let's go ahead and hear them out. How much does this project cost? The project is $18,000. However, this is not just for the 75-hour experience, but also a 12-month in-depth coaching and mentorship program that focuses on developing an even higher level of personal excellence, self-mastery, leadership, and even more financial freedom. More like the lack thereof financial freedom, $18,000 in the shitter for this, and all you do is get a monthly Zoom call with some goofballs that'll just bestow upon you the wisdom of drop shipping. But, sorry, there's still a very important sentence here. But the cost of not experiencing the project and mastermind and not becoming the leader, husband, and father you're meant to be is much more expensive in the long run. I'm convinced. Sign me up. I'm losing money by not investing in this course right now. $18,000 to get shot with a hose sounds pretty good when they put it this way. Because I wasn't thinking long term, right? It's $18,000 now up front into their piggy bank, but think about 10 years from now. It's going to cost me so much more money by not having that experience, because then I'm not going to be the leader and husband I was meant to be. Because as a leader and a husband, You're always getting hit with hoses. So we need to learn how to defend ourselves and how to become a real man. And the only way to do that is by taking this 3-day course where you just get waterboarded and yelled at. And also the Zoom call is a nice cherry on top. Who doesn't want a monthly Zoom call with the boys, especially when they're as successful as these gentlemen here? Look at this star-studded cast of superstars. World champion athletes, special operation vets, world-class thought leaders. Which, by the way, I love that term, a thought leader. I think about success. I'm one of the best people in the world at thinking about being successful. You need to learn from my thoughts. I know it has a real definition, but it's still so fucking goofy that they advertise that here. And of course, 8 to 9 figure generating entrepreneurs. And also, the head honcho is going to share with you the same empire building strategies that he used to create multiple 7, 8, and 9 figure companies from the ground up. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you the Krabby Patty secret formula even without investing the $18,000. Hopefully this doesn't get me sued. I imagine those galaxy brain lucrative strategies all revolved around taking advantage of desperate, vulnerable men that are willing to pay $18,000 to LARP as some kind of soldier for 3 days under the impression that it's somehow going to make them a better man or a more financially successful one. I'm just spitballing. I'm sorry. I don't mean to break the magician's code, but I think that's probably how he generates so much money, is by exploiting that desperation. These men are sadly the coin block, and he is Mario, constantly jumping up to pop a few extra coins out of there. He is selling to your insecurities, and you're buying in a big way. He's making a ton of money off of this shit. But you know what? Maybe I'm being too harsh. Maybe he's got a good heart here and the lessons at the MDK program are invaluable. So let's go ahead and take one of their big selling points of the 3-day experience that's going to shatter your self-doubt and limiting beliefs, gain clarity in your life's work and purpose, heal from trauma that makes you feel broken and unworthy, and dig deep into your past to uncover the experiences holding you back. Let's see how they help tap into that and help you heal from trauma for starters.
Shut up! One more fucking word, you're gone. I'm not fucking around. Shut up, stop rolling your fucking eyes, stop asking for fucking electrolytes, and be a fucking man. I don't give a fuck what you do when you're home. You are not impressing me here with your little fucking machines and shit. You're good because you have all these fucking comforts. Shut the fuck up and be a team player, and go fucking join your team. You say another fucking word, you're gone.
That just healed my trauma witnessing that. That was worth every penny of the $18,000 to go there and get fucking yelled at for, I don't know what. Talking about some kind of machines. I don't know if this guy was building drones. He must be like Jimmy Neutron with all kinds of inventions that he's letting loose at the facility. I don't know. I don't know what he was getting yelled at because it wasn't very clear. He just keeps telling him to shut up, even though the guy hasn't said a word or anything at all. He's just standing there taking it.
Look at his shirt. Are we lying? It's just water, Kowalski. Stop being a little girl.
The more you do it, the more you're gonna fucking get it.
Get the fucking down. It's water. You were just in the fucking ocean. This is fresh water. You grew up doing this as a kid. Everybody on your feet.
Yes, instructor.
I don't know why they're so fixated on water. I think they just saw that in an action movie one time and were like, damn, we've got to integrate this into the program. Because like half of the clips they showcase is just them spraying the people with hoses. And then like occasionally pseudo waterboarding them. Imagine paying $18,000 to get waterboarded. What an experience. And also half of these videos just have them laying on the ground, either crawling around or just getting sprayed with water, or having them get hit with waves in the ocean as they lay on the beach. Like, they are laying down more often than a vampire in a coffin. Like, what is this supposed to teach you? That just to lay down and take punishment forever? And we're also going to yell at you because fuck you, but thanks for the money. This is basically just teaching you when the going gets tough, lay down and give up. And do it with a smile on your face and no money to your name. It all runs so counterintuitive to like this perception of what a man is. Like, I feel like it's just the guys behind this program really have some kind of fetish for humiliating dudes that pay them or something. It's kind of like pay piggy behavior, but amplified. So they just bring these guys out who are desperate and wanting to better themselves, and they just degrade them and call it beneficial somehow. Hey, lay down, and then occasionally carry this block of wood on your back and, like, walk a mile or so. That does nothing. And they keep framing it like,
It's when we have to go fight another war. What happens when your wife or your kid needs you?
what are you gonna do when a war comes? What are you gonna do when a bad guy's about to kill your wife and son? Well, Jinkies, zoink Scoob, With all the lessons I've learned at the MDK program, I'm just gonna lay down on the floor and wait for him to kill them, and then me, and I'll do it with a smile on my face and tell him thank you on the way out, I guess. Because that's all you're fucking teaching! I had to mute this audio because it was copyright, but it's just the same old hoopla everyone's heard a million times. Your wife didn't marry a boy, she didn't want another son, she wanted a man. And to be a man, you gotta be confident, you gotta be capable, courageous, you have to have the ability to protect them by any means necessary. And of course, you've always got to be prepped for the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario is draining $18,000 from the joint bank account to go behind your wife's back for a little 3-day excursion field trip with your boys, pretending that you're getting some kind of valuable lesson on being a real man. That is the last thing your wife is gonna want. Like, he's saying all of this on top of footage where one of the students is digging his own grave. That's one of their, I don't even know what to call them, exercises? It's not an exercise. Playtime activities? I don't really know, but it's on their rubric, I guess, because they go out there and they dig their own grave. Here's footage from like a little documentary they made about it, and I'm going to have to admit to a mistake here. When I recorded it, I forgot to mute my mic, so as I'm watching it, you're going to hear me giggle a few times when one of the founders goes in and bestows upon us some sage wisdom.
Out there, fatigued, tired, exhausted, digging their own grave, laying down their body bag that we supply them, going in it, we zip them up and we throw a few shovelfuls of dirt on top of them so they feel the weight of the earth. You start kind of going through a checklist.
Yeah, the first thing on that checklist should be never wasting money like this again. I've really fucked up with this. How does this help you be a man going into a body bag as they shovel dirt on you? Everyone knows they're going to die at some point. This isn't some kind of enlightening, shocking experience that's going to be like this eureka moment where they turn their whole life around. They paid $18,000 to lay in a body bag as a bunch of goofballs dump dirt on them. Yippee! Yee-haw!
And the thing I thought of was that dash that separates my birth date and my death date on my tombstone. And in fact, that dash is the only thing that matters. That dash is the only thing that matters, because what you do between your birth date and your death date is the impact that you left, the significance that you had, the legacy that you built.
No shit! That dash is called living! He's trying so hard to be deep. He was trying to find something profound and he's like, birth, death. But what about the in-between, the dash? Wait. That's where life was. And that's where you start to think about your legacy. Like, obviously! Oh my god, yes! That dash is when you were alive. You were born, you died, and in between, you lived. So fucking obviously that's what you're going to think about is the time you were alive. He is saying nothing. You were paying $18,000 to this malfunctioning chat GPT brained loser.
Time's in your soul right now, gentlemen.
Fucking paid for this. You want to be here. This is where you want to be. Put your head down and quit. Put your head down or quit.
Get it back.
Put your head down or quit. You know what? Stand up. Stand the fuck up.
Hey, don't break your chain. Hey!
This program seems more like it's mermaid training, like trying to teach them how to become fish people like Atlanteans. It's so water-focused for some reason. It's like all they have over there, I guess. So here they're just laying on the beach, letting the waves crash in on them, and they like to remind them that they pay for it, just to further humiliate and degrade all of the students here that signed up for it. And then, of course, they're all locking arms because that's a sign of the brotherhood, I guess. They do that for a lot of their activities. So get up, but don't break the chain because that means you hate your fellow men or something. It's just so goofy. And sad. I legitimately feel bad for the people that are dumping $18,000 to do these courses because they are vulnerable men that are getting preyed upon by con artists. This is not anything that is going to make anyone more successful, stronger, or better. This is just $18,000 you wasted. Now, of course, it's not easy. I'm not making the claim that it is. But you know what else isn't easy? Getting waterboarded. But you know what it doesn't help you do? Be more successful. Just because something's hard and you do it doesn't mean that you benefited from it. You know what else was hard? When I sprained my ankle and then still decided to play basketball anyway. And you know what? I played the worst game of basketball of my life. I shouldn't have played in that game. And that's a lesson I learned. Like, hopefully all of these students will going forward, that what they experienced wasn't easy. Getting blasted with the hose, being pseudo-waterboarded, endless amounts of just nonsense, just to be uncomfortable for the sake of being uncomfortable, accomplished nothing and did nothing to improve their life. They just wasted money. And there's so many courses and so many guys just like this that keep exploiting these insecurities right now to make money on the back of men that are just really trying to find ways of bettering themselves. It's fucking tragic, honestly. It really is rough. So, I just wanted to talk about this a little bit. That's it. See ya. I just saw something really cool. It's a sugar daddy shopping spree stream.
It's about if you want me to have them. It's not about that.
We're gonna take those.
Mm-hmm.
That's so badass. We'll take them both. What Princess wants, she gets. I'll just go ahead and take a little extra money out of my grandkids' Christmas cards this year. So this dude who looks like someone tried to create David Hasselhoff in the Soul Calibur character creator is the sugar daddy of this streamer, and she did a stream where he just bought her a ton of shit.
Wait, I feel like I'm gonna cry.
Did you show me?
Wow. I'm obsessed. Terry, you have no idea what you just did.
Unironically, he might not know what he just did. He is old. He looks like he was around when they first invented chocolate. There's a good chance he forgot that he just bought you this. You shouldn't be taking him to the mall to just buy you a ton of expensive items. You should be getting him some fucking Metamucil. I've made fun of sugar daddies for a long time. I think it's one of the more pathetic things you can do. I have more respect for people that lick public toilet seats clean, to be honest. But seeing it unapologetically streamed here and putting a face to the title, it was just like a new level of sad. This guy throws on the leather jacket, puffs out his chest, and just starts buying his kitten everything under the sun in the hopes that she'll fall in love with him. Even though it's super clear from the stream, she's just using him as a piggy bank, and that's it. And even beyond that, it goes a step further. She's now streaming it, so using him not only as a piggy bank directly, but also as a prop for even more money through her stream. It's also not the first time she's streamed a date with the sugar daddy. She streamed like this entire outing of expensive indulgence, and it seems like she's got him wrapped around her finger. It is a coin block, and she is Mario just jumping and popping all the coins out as often as she can here.
Thank you. No. I know, and I've been wanting it for so long.
That's what you said.
You guys. Oh my god. I can't even believe it.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Oh my god.
That little glitch in the footage seemed like something straight out of a horror film, like the videotapes from The Ring. But yeah, he'll spend oodles of cash for a quick peck on the lips and a brief hug, and she'll usually laugh about it, look uncomfortable, and then show off the items to the chat. Now, I watched some of the date stream she did with Terry, and then I watched some of this shopping spree stream as well. She actually treats this guy like she's taking care of her senile grandfather.
She's helping the customers that are buying shit. He said, where does she go? To the people that are fucking paying. Come on, Terry. I'm gonna start asking other people's boyfriends to buy me shit at this point. Love you, Terry, but come on, bro.
A little peek behind the curtain there. Who could have seen this coming? She doesn't actually care about Terry. What? Oh no. That just shattered my whole universe. Who could have imagined? I also can't help but just be in awe of her gluttony. He just bought her some expensive shit and now she's like, might have to just start asking other people's boyfriends to buy me things. Tick-tock, Terry. Come on, you're awfully slow here. Let's get this farty sharded. I'm going to need more expensive items. I haven't had my fill yet. I'm not satiated. Terry, you might want to really start jogging over there and get her attention so you can buy me more things.
You're talking big game, and then we get onto the field, and suddenly you're underperforming, which is fine. I'll pay for my own fucking bag, but I want to leave with a fucking bag. I love you, but you know.
What an angel. Terry, you lucky dog. It's easy to see why you've fallen head over heels in love with this saint. I almost threw $100 at my computer screen. When she was complaining right there, I thought, no, she needs this money. Someone hasn't bought her something in minutes. She's gonna starve. I just can't believe she actually has the gall to get this angry in public and on stream about Terry not buying her enough. Saying that he talked a big game but now is underperforming after already buying her some expensive shit. Come on, man, wake up. I truly will never understand this whole sugar daddy mentality. I don't get it.
Oh, I don't fucking work here. I'm sorry. I'm waiting for somebody that does. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. My sugar daddy isn't paying. Yeah, my sugar daddy's here. Look, wait for him to come in. He told me he was talking big fucking game, right? Get in here suddenly. I don't know if I like it. It doesn't fucking matter, bitch. It's for me. It doesn't fucking matter, bitch. It's for me.
I can't even put on any sarcasm for this part. It's just too insufferable. She is fuming, throwing a temper tantrum because Terry hasn't bought her enough. And she starts whining to just normal people in the store about it as well. Just exposition dumping, just throwing out all of the lore about this. Well, my sugar daddy said he would do all this, and he hasn't done that. Like, how can you have so little shame?
Okay, let's get that and let's go.
Let's do it?
Let's get that.
Really, sweetie? Stop.
Let's just get that.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
We don't have to. We can walk out right now.
We'll go ahead and get it.
Come on, you better get it while he's saying yes.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and get it.
It's just so painful. I'm guessing Terry got stun-locked for a bit, fighting with the devil on his shoulder, arguing about whether it's a good idea or not to keep buying her all of these things. He eventually did cave in and buy it for her. But I really get the impression, since he took a little while to think on it, really just let it marinate, let the juices stew, that he doesn't have, like, $1 billion to just be pissing away thousands on a girl who treats him like a fucking zoo animal. Like, it feels to me like this is a guy who's just been really manipulated by this streamer, and now he just keeps spending more and more money to try and make her love him. Of course, I could be very wrong. This could very well be like a superstar sugar daddy with 50 sugar babies, all of whom he's letting suckle from his bosom, his financial bosom. It's very possible that he's got his financial teats and his udders just fucking spurting milk all this money to tons of different women. I have no idea, really. But just the fact that it took him a while to decide to buy this for her makes me think that he really had to consider that financial decision.
Let me know if you want me to pay you back.
She's excited. Get something right. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll be right back. Ma'am, did you get taken care of? Not yet.
Dude in the background knows this is a bunch of barnacles. His expression really sums it all up. It's so fucking weird. She hits some Fortnite emotes while she celebrates getting this man to spend more money on her. Even drops the "I'll pay you back" line, knowing full well she has no intentions of doing that whatsoever. And if Terry did actually say, "Hey, can you pay me back?" there would be hell. It would be scorched earth. It would be the last time Terry ever saw her face. She would lose her mind, go ballistic, go off her fucking gourd.
Cheers, sweetheart. I'm looking at you. You're beautiful.
You're so sweet.
And you're fun. And you are pretty fucking smart. I try to throw stuff by you, but I tried 3 or 4 things. I didn't get anything by you.
Thank God.
But I'm not giving up. I want to continue.
You can keep trying. One day, if I'm really drunk, you'll get me, but I couldn't drink today. I was driving.
Okay, no D&D. No drunken driving.
Terry, my
Connie.
Tiffany bracelet, my necklace, the purse.
The purse that we...
And they say chivalry's dead. Romance, like something out of a fairy tale. Terry, she's not pretty fucking smart. You're pretty fucking dumb, man. Open your eyes. You're being used for your clams, man. God, this whole sugar daddy thing, like I said, is just so sad. I don't know if Terry's been manipulated into this role or if he is someone who is a proud sugar daddy. That I'm not really sure of. I can't quite tell from the little bits of the streams I've seen of them together. But Jesus Christ, it is so painful to watch. Goodness gracious, holy cannoli. Anyway, I just had to share this because I could not believe that we're at a point now where we're getting sugar daddy streams. Oh, fuck. That's really about it. So, yeah. Last night was the saddest moment in sports history. Jake Paul won his fight against Ben Askren. Ben Askren is no spring chicken. He's 36 years old. He's had like 15 fucking surgeries. He's basically just like Frankenstein's monster held together by little staples and shit. But he's still a 19-2, extremely decorated and talented fighter from the MMA. And Jake Paul is a YouTuber. While Ben Askren was making a living beating ass in the MMA, Jake Paul was making a living kissing ass on the Disney Channel. And somehow, Jake absolutely blasted Ben. It wasn't even close. The entire fucking fight fits into a Twitter gif. It was like a 40-second fight and a TKO to win it in the first round. I just genuinely can't believe it. Until a couple years ago, the only thing Jake Paul ever fought was to get out of his brother's shadow. And now all of a sudden he's beating a professional fighter? Yes, Ben Askren is a bit older and he looks like an alcoholic father who climbed into the ring last night, but that's still a 19-2 professional MMA legend. And he got manhandled by Jake Paul somehow. It wasn't even close. I'm actually pretty sure the only hit that Ben landed was when they hugged each other and gave each other kisses on the cheek, and he gave him like a little love tap on his oblique. I'm pretty sure that is the only shot from Ben that connected and the only punch he threw. I could be misremembering, but I can't show the fight for obvious reasons on YouTube. I can only tell you about it, but if you go on Twitter, the entire fight is there because it's so incredibly short. It was sad to watch, to be honest. It looked like someone's dad went to school to teach a bully a lesson, but then just got their ass beat. It was a very unfortunate thing to witness. There was no grace at all for Ben. When he got knocked out, it was cartoony. He got, like, hit on the temple and he like fucking threw his arms up and fell backwards. It looked like someone trying to sell a move in the WWE, which is why there's some conspiracy theories about it being rigged. I mean, it really did look weird. It looked like in Power Rangers when they get hit and the sparks fly out and they just do like one of these and fly backwards doing a backflip. It looked really over the top, trying to like sell that this is a huge hit. I'll get into those conspiracy theories in a minute. I personally don't think it was rigged, although it is a little weird how Ben was able to take so much abuse throughout his MMA career and still go on to win most of those matches, but a single fucking connecting blow from Jake Paul kills him. I mean, I watched and everyone's watched now, the Ben Askren vs. Lawler, where he's just getting pounded, absolutely fucking annihilated, his cheeks getting spread, his face getting bukkakied with punches, and he went on to win that fight. But a single punch from Jake Paul is apparently more devastating than like that 50,000 furious punch combination from Lawler. Like it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But I just don't really think many sporting events are rigged anymore. I think that's kind of an old-fashioned thing because it always gets found out and it always leads to a huge problem. So I would just be surprised if he risked his entire legacy to be this humiliating laughingstock just for like a little extra money. I would be very surprised if that was the truth. I'll get into that a little bit deeper in a minute, but I just want to talk a bit more about the fight itself. The fight took like 4 hours to start. You got like an entire circus performance beforehand, except for the slapping, which was great. I love slapping, as you all know, but it was filmed so terribly that most people thought the slapping was fake. They need to fire whatever camera crew was filming that, because that really did a horrible job of showing how fucking cool slapping is. It made it look silly and fake and scripted, which I don't think it was, but they filmed it like shit. It's like every time a slap was thrown, they'd change the camera angle and like shaky cam it a little bit, so it just looks really fake and dumb. The whole 4 hours leading up to the fight, most people started losing interest and just like falling asleep. The fight didn't start till like 12:30, when it was like scheduled for 9, but even with every other fight, it usually takes like 2 hours. This took an extra 2 hours. It was horrible. I didn't pay for it. Luckily, I would have felt like I was scammed if I did. I just got the highlights from chat because I was streaming at the time, so they were keeping me updated, and then I just look on Twitter to see what was going on. And then once the fight happened, I took a piss, and by the time I was done with my piss, the entire fucking fight was over. Victory by TKO in the first round for Jake Paul was probably the last thing I would have expected with this fight. He didn't KO him fully. He knocked him down. He didn't, like, banish him to the shadow realm with the punch, but he did fuck him up, and the ref called it pretty early. I'm not too familiar with boxing, but it seemed like a really early stoppage in my opinion, because Ben didn't stay down super long. He got back up. He was a little wobbly, but I've seen plenty of boxing matches, some classics that went down in history where the person was wobbly, bloody, and they continued to fight, and that person would win. So I do think like the stoppage was a little early, but maybe I'm just a bit naive and having a little too much confidence in Ben. Maybe his soul really did leave his body on that first punch, and the only thing standing at that point was a corpse, a fucking husk of Ben Askren, who does look quite a bit like Beef Testosterone, my fighter that I made in the UFC games. And just like Beef Testosterone, he got fucking abused. All credit to Jake, because it does look like he knows what he's doing, and it seems he does really care about boxing. So, just wanted to talk about the fight being pretty fucking wild and shocking, but now I want to talk about the conspiracy theories that are developing about it being a fake fight, scripted, rigged, shit like that. And I will say, again, it is odd how easily Ben went down and gave up and didn't fight the stoppage or anything. He seemed just totally content for it to be over, and it didn't seem like his heart was really in it. Watching the fight, he doesn't really make any moves. The only time he even shows any act of aggression towards Jake is he like kind of goofily charges at him one time, and like wiggles his way over there kind of like a penguin going at him, and then doesn't even throw a punch or anything. He just like wiggles at him, and then that's it. And then everything after that was all Jake Paul being the aggressor towards Ben. And then after the knockout, the TKO, after it's all over, Ben was leaving with his wife, and they were both smiling ear to ear. As they were leaving the tunnel, Ben, his team, everyone around him just looks jubilant. They don't look like a team that just lost. It looks like they had a great night at the casino after just getting embarrassed in front of the whole world. Which is odd. Looking at old Ben Askren highlights and shit, when he loses, he doesn't seem that happy about it. Especially not with a fucking TKO. That'd be something you'd be pretty sad about. For example, in that historic loss to Masvidal, where he got the fastest KO in history against Ben Askren, Ben wasn't exactly bubbly about that loss afterwards. He wasn't happy like he is in this loss. And the loss against Masvidal, I don't think is nearly as embarrassing as this one. Though it is still embarrassing because it is now the record for the fastest UFC KO in history. And now this is the most embarrassing loss in fucking sports history, so Ben is holding two very prestigious titles. He wasn't happy when Masvidal kneed him in the face and fucking blasted his consciousness to a different plane, but he is happy here for some reason. He's smiling, leaving, like he just went downstairs on Christmas morning and saw that new bike he always wanted. It's a very different response to an even more embarrassing loss. Maybe it wasn't as painful as Masvidal, but he still lost by TKO, which means there had to be some level of pain because you just got fucking blasted, apparently. So it is weird to see such wildly different responses to equally bad, well, not equally bad knockouts. Masvidal's, I thought for sure he took Ben's fucking head off, but equally as embarrassing losses, I suppose, is a better way of saying it. So yeah, his response to it's weird. His lack of drive to win seems weird because it didn't really seem like he was even really going for it. The whole thing did come across odd, but I don't think it was scripted or faked. If I had to guess, I think Ben just didn't respect Jake at all, which makes sense because almost nobody respects Jake, and for good reason, I suppose. But I think what happened is the same thing that happened with Nate. He probably didn't put much effort into training. He thought he'd come in here and just roll him. But Jake Paul's not incompetent. He knows what he's doing with boxing, so he got fucked up. That would be my guess, because I really just don't think throwing matches like this is super common, especially not when his entire legacy is now going to be the butt of all sports jokes. I just find that unlikely. Ben has a lot of accomplishments under his belt, and now none of them will ever be talked about again. He will always be remembered as the guy that lost to a YouTuber. And I just don't think he would willingly accept that just for a little extra money. I just find that very hard to believe. But yeah, anyway, that's about it. Just wanted to talk about it for a little bit. So yeah.